What's up, guys? I got another quote of the week here for you. This one's a long one by Michelle Obama. Okay. She says, "You may not have a comfortable life, and you will not be able to solve all the world's problems at once. But don't ever underestimate the importance you can have because history has shown us that courage can be contagious and hope can take on a life of its own." It's so good. It's full of stuff in here. Okay. Just breaking it down here. Okay. Yeah, you're not going to live a comfortable life. There's going to be times in your life where you're pushed out of your comfort zone and things are going to happen that you would not have chosen to happen. Um, and another thing is that's true is you won't be able to solve all the world's problems at once. And I know that's something that if you really think about it can be really overwhelming. Is if you think about, oh geez, there's so many people without homes, without jobs. There's so many people who are sick. There's so many people just doing bad and doing evil out there. Kids aren't being educated as well as they should. If you really think about that, it can really overwhelm you. It can really stress you out. Um, and my hope is that you guys actually you feel that, right? Because it can be really easy to kind of ignore that. Okay, it is definitely worthwhile to just don't overthink it. Don't let it overwhelm you and consume you, but just realize that man, there's a lot out in the world that needs some work. Okay, so that's the first part. And the second part, and here's where you guys come in. But don't ever underestimate the importance you can have. Okay, you might notice that there's a theme in a lot of these quotes of the week because if there's one message I want to get across to you guys, it's that you have value and that you have something that you can put into the world that nobody else can. You have these gifts, you have these abilities, you have these things that you've been gifted with that you are to use out in the world. Okay, and it's kind of the quest of life is realizing that, figuring all that out, and then actually going out and trying it and doing it. Um, so it's cool. But yeah, don't ever underestimate that, right? Even if you've had a super uncomfortable life and you feel like I have nothing to give anybody, um, you have that. There, every human life, every single one, has such importance and such value to it. Okay, I really, really believe that. And why? Why is that the case? Why should you not underestimate the importance you have? Because history has shown us that courage can be contagious. That's one part, right? Think about courage. Standing up and doing something that's really hard for you, right? Getting into uncomfortable situations, trying things that are new, going out there and doing things. That's hard, okay? But it's contagious, meaning that when you try it and people see that in you, they're going to want to try it for themselves too because they see, oh wow, I see this person doing it. So maybe that means that I can try it too. Okay, I know I've been motivated by a lot of people that I've seen in my life that are super courageous, and so that it is definitely contagious. Um, and then the last part, hope can take on a life of its own. Yes, guys, in these times, 2020, the really rough year, it can be really easy to lose hope, right? Hope is the trust that things are going to get better. It can be really hard to see that. It can be really hard to really feel that. Um, but that's something that you've got to hold on to. That's something that you've got to feel and know and trust. Okay. And it makes your outlook and your attitude a lot better when you do have hope. My favorite movie ever, The Shawshank Redemption, like the end of the movie. I won't ruin it for you because I want you to watch it. Shawshank Redemption. It's wonderful. But the main character tells his best buddy, "Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things." And I believe that too, is that when you have hope inside you, that things are going to get better. Okay, that's something nobody can take from you, something nobody can rob you of, is that hope that you have. And it makes when you do have hope, it makes all this stuff a little bit easier. Okay, yeah, and it can take on a life of its own. That's what it's saying there. Okay, so Michelle Obama, a wonderful quote. Okay, and I wanted to make the message as we enter into the holiday season here, a time that is normally of peace and of joy, and that's something we don't really have in our world right now. I wanted to remind you guys of that through a quote here that you matter and that your courage and that your hope is something that you should try to focus on and gain now more than ever. Okay, so Thank you guys. It's a joy being your teacher, and have a great week.